Welcome to this session on creating a custom display style for drawings. So in this session, I'm going to create a display style that could be used to control the forward, back, or cut view as an override to the family and part resymbolization when you are creating your dynamic views and drawings. I'm going to set this up in a DGN lib that will be part of my company workspace so that it becomes a company standard. So I have opened OpenBuildings Designer, and I have set my workspace here to the XYZ workspace that is part of my custom configuration on the network. That's my company workspace, and I've set the work set to the project template US. And I'm going to create a new file. I'm creating a new DGN lib where I can store this display style. So by default, it's going to take me to the current work set, the designs folder. I'm going to change that and go to my workspace. So that's under my W drive on the CE configuration. And I'm going to go to the workspaces folder, open the XYZ workspace, and open the standards folder, and then open the DGN lib folder. So I'm creating this new file. I'm going to start with display styles. So that portion of the name is important. It needs to say display style so that the software recognizes it as a display style library. After that, you can put whatever you want to identify it. So I'm going to use an underbar and then XYZ to indicate it is the company standard. And then I'm going to put a .dgn lib extension on it so that it recognizes it as a DGN library. And I'll select save, and that will open up that file. And again, I have my Explorer docked here on the left. There is a resource tab there, and we can see display styles there. And you can see we have a number of delivered display styles set up there, but I can also create and manage my own display styles. So again, I'm going to right click and select manage, and that opens my current list of display styles. And you can see some of the display styles are indicated that they are for drawings. And so we're going to add one here, and we're going to use this to resymbolize any drawing line work to a dashed symbology. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, perhaps you want to dash your back view on your floor plan. So you want to show what's in the reflected view dashed on the drawing. And so if we create a dashed display style, then you can turn on that back view and have it display as dashed. So I'm going to use the back drawing display style that's delivered as a start point, and I will simply create a copy of it. There's a copy icon in the top tray. Now we have copy of back drawing, and I'm going to rename it as XYZ to indicate it's a company standard underbar back drawing. And then perhaps in parentheses here, I will indicate that this is dashed. Now, if I select that newly created display style, I can change some of the settings here. I'm going to go ahead and leave the display as visible edges. That's typical for drawings. What I want to change here are the overrides. So currently there are no overrides, which means that the settings on the family and part will determine the resymbolization of elements on the drawing. But I could override that. So for instance, I could override the color and make it 0 or always, so that it always shows up black on the drawing. The other one I could change here would be the style. This is how we could change that to a dash style. So I could use 2 or 3 here as the style. And I could even override the weight so that, for instance, maybe I want all that line work to be fairly light on my drawing. So I'll change the weight to 0. And then we also want to do the same for the visible edge settings. And so again, I'm going to select color. We don't want a solid line style. We want it to use whatever on the element. And of course, we want the weight to be 0 as well. So that is set. There's actually nothing to save. I can simply close. I always like to do a Control F to save the settings. And again, we would have to close Building Designer and reopen it to have that display style available. And we will use that in a later session when we go to actually set up our drawing templates. In the next session, we'll take a look at creating a custom drawing title callout.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more such series, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you, and see you next time.